seem a little brighter this morning.
Definitely. It's nice to finally get a victory.
What's next? What's the next step for this team? Last week you guys talked a lot about little things that needed to be fixed. Obviously you made a statement when you did a lot of that. What are some of the things this week that you're going to talk about that you're concerned about?
I think the same thing. Obviously, we want to keep the same kind of momentum going into this week. We want to stay confident. We have to have a good week of practice, and that means just doing those little things right. Obviously, there's a lot of improvements you can make from the film. We still had a lot of mistakes on the field. Missed blocks or receivers not doing the right thing, running backs not making the right cuts, quarterback throwing the wrong ball. When you have all those things are things you improve on throughout the week to try to get better.
Was it a heavy load for you? As heavy as you've ever had in terms of carries and stuff. Did you feel it afterwards? I mean, did it feel different than another game?
No, I felt fine after the game. 35 carries, a lot of carries, but I really didn't get hit too much. I really didn't get hit hard, so I think that's the difference. If I'm getting hit 35 times hard, then it will wear on my body, but I didn't get hit too many times. I got tackled, but I didn't get hit.
As you said, one of the biggest differences this week is that you guys are having fun out there.
Definitely. When you have fun, it makes things a lot better. Obviously, when you're winning, you're gonna have fun too. So, but when you're not having fun, then no one wants to be out there. Everyone's gonna be, sad faced, walking around. And but when you're having fun throughout practice, and when you transfer that into the game, it's a great thing.
How did you guys sort of take that attitude change this week? How did you start having fun as opposed to worrying about what could happen?
I think I think the seniors did a great job last week. We were relaxed, we were having a good time, we were joking around. It was like back to two days. We joke around offense, defense, talking to each other. Craig was joking around a lot, stuff like that. When you have that, it just lightens up the mood, so everyone can be, focused, but be, not be so serious. And when you can be focused and have fun, then you're gonna get things done the right way.
Was the run room anything different when Ward and Krause switched positions?
Not at all, because they're both great players. Obviously, they're both great players. They both know what they're doing. So, obviously, I think they're a little more confident with Krause handling snaps. Maybe I'm not really sure why they did it, but they both can play either position, so it doesn't matter.
What did you see from Minor when he went in there? I noticed he was paying pretty close attention.
He held the ball. It's a good thing. That's the only thing I was worried about with that. He did a great job. I've been trying to tell him, he needs to be patient with a lot of his running. He showed a little more patience in the game, and he had a couple great runs. And Minor can be a great back. He just has to learn how to be patient because he sees something, he wants to hit it right away. But if he's patient and he holds on to the ball, he can be a great back here.
We couldn't help but notice Johnny Sears not showing up for the game. Not to speak to that incident specifically, but this team had an unusual amount of off-field turmoil. It just seems like stretching back to the end of last season. Has that affected things at all?
Obviously, there's been a lot of things off the field. But every year there's a lot of things off the field. Maybe this year it just seems like there's more because it's been in the papers more. But I don't really think it's had a bad. Obviously, it affects your team. Obviously you can't say it's not going to affect us. It obviously does when you lose friends, when you lose that, when you lose this. But it comes down to leadership, and you have to keep going, you have to keep making moves, and just keep your head on straight. Because Coach Carr handles all that stuff. He does what has to be done.
Obviously he handles it, but I imagine, like you talk about, his friendships, when a guy suddenly disappears, do you say something to the younger guys? How do you deal with it?
Obviously, you just want to make sure that everyone still sticks together. We're still a team, and we still have to play together. We still have a game on Saturday. So obviously, you go talk to their friends. Their closest friends on the team. You just want to make sure everything's good when those kind of situations happen. Because obviously, people are closer to other people on the team. So you just want to make sure that when someone loses a real good friend, that you make sure that they're okay, that everything's gonna be all right.
You ever lost an opponent 8 straight times? Do you have any idea what that would feel like for Penn State?
I have no idea how it feels like. But I think the thing with that is it's a different team every year. There's not a guy on that team that's lost to us 8 straight times. There's guys on the team that lost to us twice. So I know how it feels to lose twice. But there's not a guy on that team that's lost 8 straight times to us. So I don't really think that matters. I think year-to-year basis, it's a different team. So to come out more focused than the last year.
You talked about adversity in the first 2 weeks and feeling the support, hearing some of the boos. But talk about what the support that you felt Saturday with the former players showing up, Russell Crowe showing up. How did that kind of add to the atmosphere for you?
I think it's a great thing. Like, inside our family, inside our circle, Michigan football, always first and foremost. And when you have those guys that matter to us. So when you had those guys this week coming to practice, calling you, all of them showing up at the game, saying we support you, we have confidence in you, because they've been through the blood, sweat, and tears, that we go through. They've been through the workouts, they've been through, the off-season problems, the in-season problems, the losses, the wins, the highs, the lows. They know how it feels to be a Michigan football player. So when you have those people still supporting you, that's all that matters to you. You want fan support, but obviously they're not going to be happy when you lose. They're not going to be happy. That's just how fans are. But when you have your family, when they stick behind you, when they keep you strong, then there's nothing better than that.
Film seeing Penn State's rush defense, obviously the numbers are outstanding. Are they doing just a lot of guys up there that they're bringing up, or are they doing something?
I think they just have great players. They're a good team. They're a great team. I don't want to say a good team. They have there's no weakness on their defense. They have a good front four. They have a great set of linebackers. They have good secondary. When you have that, it's going to be hard to do things. So they can put more guys in the box because their corners and their safeties are great. Their linebackers are great. Their linebackers make a lot of plays, and their front four penetrates. So when you have that, their defense is just all around great. So it's definitely like I said, the last couple of years it's been one of the best. It's been like the best defenses I've faced. So it's definitely going to be a tough one this Saturday to run up against.
What are some of the things this offense will need to do better this week?
I think we might have to throw the ball better. We're not just able to run the ball every play. Hopefully we can. We might be able to. I hope we can. But watching them on film, you're not going to do that to them. So we're going to have to loosen them up and keep on their heels. So they're not going to know we're running the ball every time on first down or second down. So we got to keep on their heels and try to stay up on them.
How big a role does Mallett's confidence play in his success?
A lot. And that's one thing I'm not worried about with Mallett is confidence. He's a confident guy, and he has a lot of confidence in himself and the throws he makes. So I'm really not worried about that at all with him.
Do you see some similarities between yourself and him? You got a friend Saturday that I don't get. It seemed like almost the sort of things you would say.
Yeah, I came in, I was confident. Like, we were both different. He was like the man coming in here. I was nobody coming in here. But besides that, I think our personalities are alike. We're both confident guys. We both know what we can do. We're not scared to say what's on our mind. We're not scared to fail. I say that. We're gonna take chances, and we're gonna give our. He's gonna give us heart every play. He's gonna play hard. If you watch him, like he wants to watch every play. Instead of handling his fakes right, he's turning around and see what's going on in the play. And those are things that he's confident. He just wants to see the play, and he loves the game.